need to go to sleep. Oh, that water's hitting. Water's hitting like, you know what? Good evening, good night, my fellow pedestrians. Yes. I'm debating the energy I want to start this live with. Should I give it some late night energy? Should I? Should I give it some late night energy with some smooth jazz? With some smooth jazz. Why does my hand look whiter? Because I just put lotion on it. It does look whiter right now. That's weird. That must be the camera. Should be a little bit more caramel. Some inner bleeding right here. Won't get off. Anyway. It does look whiter. Let's add some more whiteness to it. I need to lotion my hands. I sound emo. Maybe I am emo. Caramel macchiato. That's the color. I love your thinking, but I'm caramel, apple, honey, golden, bronze glaze is what I am. But it's making my skin lighter than it actually is. My shade is like 2 shades darker than this. I don't like the way the camera's treating me right now. I should be more this color inside the bottom of the cake. Put a little bit. All right. I was debating going live, but I was like, you know what? Let's just have a smooth time. Right, Ryan? We're gonna have a smooth time. Yes, copper ingot. Gonna have a nice copper ingot of a time. I was studying, you know. I dropped a video on my alt account. The alt. The spam one that has nothing to do with anything. It's funny. Aren't you guys tired? Aren't you guys tired? I don't even know I had his face. I want balloony. I'll make another account. I hate that this one is my name. Then change your name. You know you can do that. Change your name. I was gonna make a couple shorts, but I was like, I don't want to. I my last short got 17K views. You want to know how much that made me, guys? You want to know how much 17K views of a short made me? It made me $2. That is not worth my energy. Anyway. So I was gonna go all out, and I was like, $2. That's $2. $2 for sharing one of my biggest secrets. Yeah. Yeah, no. See, it wouldn't matter. See, what YouTube is good for in that sense is if I had something to buy, but there's nothing to buy for me, so it's like, why am I even wasting my energy? But whatever, doesn't matter. Because I get more money from people sending stuff in here than at this point. Even if it's nothing some days. Not that I'm banking on it or anything. But, you know, it's just... Oh. Well, you did send me $5 or something. Or you sent me... Yeah, you sent me $5 to get a kneaded eraser. I have to click the buy button. It's still just in the cart on the ready checkout. I have yet to click the buy button. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll add that to my to-do list tomorrow. Where's my to-do list? I probably should make one. You know what? Let's make a to-do list right now. Here it is. I did everything. Oh, I gotta pay that ticket. God damn it. They caught me speeding, apparently. Stupid cameras. They're everywhere now. Like, get a load of yourself. How dare you catch me speeding? You know what I mean? Like, Chidamada, Shabiga. What the hell? Why this paper rip? Alright. I'll pay that tomorrow. I gotta pay it online. Anyway, let's make my, let's quickly do, yeah, you didn't have to create a Saturn. Okay, pay speeding ticket or fake my death and never pay it again. Pay speeding ticket. Needed eraser. NL panel. I guess I'll do a short on how I simply draw hands super fast. Delete yourself. Or should I put that on my to-do list? Deleting Saturn. Alright, study stocks. Yeah. And Chinese. Chinese learning. 我要老师，我要老师，我是水乡，我要老师。我水乡，我不去学校。I said I want a teacher. I'm a student, but I don't go to school. That's what I said in Chinese. Do you understand? Okay. That's my to-do list for tomorrow. Should I set in a timer? Yeah, why not? We'll make it 20 minutes from now. Why am I learning Chinese? Because it's on my bucket list. Shouldn't you have a bucket list? It's on my bucket list to be exponentially productive. And if I'm going to learn a language, let's start with the hardest one, baby. Chinese. It's known for being the hardest. I'm not learning the characters. The Hanzi, 我不喜欢汉字. Hanyu, bu Hanzi. All right. I mean, you should create one if you want to have goals to chase. If you don't know what to do it yourself, create a bucket list. It's always good. One of them is learning a second language. And why not learn a language of the most powerful race on the other and the most powerful country on the other side of the world, you know what I mean? Plus it's the hardest. So, let's say if you want to learn something else, that's easy to start from the hardest one. Let's say I want to learn Japanese, it'll be like a smooth sailing from there. But yeah, I don't know. It just keeps me on track with doing things. I don't know. His neck straps aren't that big, but he has a sort of a loose V neck though. To own a house, that's not on my bucket list. I see why it's on your bucket list, but prices of houses these days is tragically terrible. It is so bad, unbelievably bad. It is unbelievable. People can't afford houses these days. And the sad news about housing too is you never actually own your house, even if you buy the land, you buy the house. Even buying the land, you don't own the house. You'll still be paying on it forever. Why would anyone want that? There's no benefit to owning a house. Especially if you don't keep it, you know what I mean? So yeah, people be paying mortgages till their deaths. It's like a mortgage is just overpriced rent. You know what I mean? It's literally just overpriced rent. You're basically renting out your house if you buy a house. You'll never truly own it. Yeah, you're better off doing that for a while. I do that, Saturn. Yes, this is a part of my series, Newman's Law, baby. Welcome. This is who I'm drawing anyway. And most powerful race. Well, yes and no. But yeah. I'm learning how to say different things in Chinese, though. You want to hear me spill? What do I know? I know how to say days of the week. I know how to say 1 through 10. 1 through... no, I know how to say, like, other words. I know how to say every number now. But, well, for the most part, I can say, like... Yeah. Like, even owning a house these days is you're not actually owning it. And it's kind of sad that that's the world we live in, but if I had to live like that, I'd rather just rent for the rest of my life. Rent a tiny house and travel. You know how much money things you could do with not buying a house with that type of money. If you have enough money to buy a house, you have enough money to travel the world, really. Maybe make a one-off panel of a planet that's living, so in the future the lore guys get tricked. Well, the belief in this series is the planet is living, but not in the way like regular, like blinking, and is like the most volatile planet right now, especially in astral energy. Hello, Anti. You caught me. Spilling the beans. But yeah, if you want to own a house, don't ever buy a house. You'll never own it, even if you do. So, Don't buy a house in this country, at least. Yeah. I want to stay in your little bubble. Truth, yeah. Better off just buying a super tiny house or renting one. Man, not in here. Yeah, I was thinking I wanted an RV too, but they're trying to stop that. Slowly they are. They're one law away from trying to cancel people living in RVs, which is crazy. But there's like states that are so like off the grid, and there's places in this country that are so like trapped in like a pocket of time. You'll think you've been sent back to like the 1980s, or there'll be places where people are just only living in RVs and they're chilling. They have Wi-Fi, everything. Some RVs are really nice. But if you have the ability to make your own, like deck your own RV out, I've seen people create the craziest RV setups ever with their own TV system, showers, everything. AV? Well, I figured you were saying RV. But yeah, I'd drop over 100K. Yeah, honestly. I'd be getting pulled over forever. Some people, you ever see those ones that make their own sneaky setup? Because police like to attack people, like to be a nuisance. So especially to people in RVs. So that's another thing to look out for. Some people aren't as depends on what state you go. They're not as friendly to RV people. Yeah, your biggest issue is police, probably. That's the one thing I'm worried about. If I had an RV, that and maybe if I can get a shower implemented. That's why it's good to know carpentry because your RV is basically a little bit of engine ness, fixingness, and you're good to go. Yeah, those vans. So they're like, yeah, I've seen some crazy setups, crazy vans, like expensive, crazy vans. They're pretty nice. The RVs. I seen a guy turn a U-Haul into like the most beautiful like thing ever. Like you wouldn't even think it until you go in his U-Haul and you're like, what the heck? This is one good U-Haul. Like this guy, he just pulls up to the beach, opens the U-Haul thing where it goes as it rolls upwards. It's pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie to you. And it just looks like it's perfectly made for the beach and everything. But yeah. Mm-mm-mm, mm-mm-mm. You do it. No, is anyone? It's okay, guys. I'll take care of him. He's ruining our chill vibes. He's ruining our chill. He he's one of the reasons I didn't want to live stream today. I was like, maybe it's late enough for all the buffoons not to be here. Uh, but yeah, I just want to have a chill, sketchy sketch. Yeah, I'm doing him a favor, to be honest. I am doing him a favor. We're having a productive conversation, and he's over here. I don't even want to. I'm done talking about it. Anyways, what were we talking about? I'm gonna fight you. Uh, 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 Mm-mm-mm-mm. But yeah, I just want to get like a little tiny house and then just travel. A little tiny house with everything I need, a little tiny bathroom, a little tiny kitchen, a little tiny everything kind of all in the same vicinity. And I can just travel. I won't have to worry about belongings. I won't have to worry about anything. I'll have everything I need that I can carry with me. And that'd be pretty much all my important stuff. I wouldn't care. Let's say if my place got robbed when I was gone too. I wouldn't care because like there'd be nothing really in there that's of value. What's up? Mm-mm. Anyways, should I ban him? Should I ban Magic Mike too? Something tells me that's Overthrown's other account. Anyway, Army of Rabbits, bring me their rocks. Punk Bunny. Where do you think the best thing to know? Anyways, where do you think is the best thing to know for having an RV? I don't know what's the best spot to have an RV or to own one. Maybe like a Arizona, someplace like it's really when it comes to RVs, it's really about the RV parks that you're gonna want to like to be able to. You have to worry about where can you park your RV, where can you know what's the best communities to have an RV in because there are nice communities where it's like nice neighbors and stuff. You're all like working together type thing, all hanging out at the campfire type thing. It's like a place, Appalachia, you know. Yeah, tiny houses now are trying. They're trying to like. Someone was trying to really promote a tool shed, like as an actual tiny home property, which is crazy. They want us living in cubicles. You know those what are they called? Spaceship homes, where they're just made out of like bottles and rubber tires. They're called like spaceship homes. Those are fire. Self-sustaining homes through and through. You don't got to do anything once it's made, pretty much. What All Might pose. He's just throwing his fist in the air because his hand was on his shoulder, right? The panel before. Yeah, probably so you can cross the border if you get into some trouble. Like, yeah, I don't need to be here. But yeah, places like that are more countryside, but also like have a great like community helping hand. It's all about the community because there are great RV type communities at all. But the only problem is like some of them like to make trash and leave it there. But like a lot of people call it stealth camping if you're going in a spot you don't want to be. You know this YouTuber called Peter Santinello? He goes to random spots in the US. I watch his channel a lot. But yeah. Hold on. He just goes to random spots in the US. But it's like a ride along type of. No, you're not riding along with him. It's like a. If you're in my Discord, I'm pretty sure you are. I'll send a link to one of his videos after if you remind me to one that I was looking at that kind of like one of his episodes. Episode 12, which one's that one? I don't know. I don't know anything. Alaska got its own problems. All right, he's gonna kick his hand. He's like, "What the?" Because he's gonna have his hammer in his hand as well. So I should probably draw the hammer like this. Honestly, there's nowhere you can escape in this world, I really feel. But the illusion is you can escape. Anyway, this is a good panel. Whatever. Prime. Oh yeah, Prime. Yes, wonderful. It's funny that's all you see, that glimpse of Prime. He's coming back soon. Why is my name Kix Lover? I don't know, because you just kept saying Kixie Poo every 30 seconds. Every time you'd enter the Discord. What do you want? How are you surprised? That's your name. It's going to cost you 300K plus a down pay, plus a mortgage, plus utilities, plus everything else in between. You're going to need over $2 million. And that's just... You're definitely going to need around like 600K though, to be real. Don't buy nothing expensive, fellas, if you can't afford it twice. That's just some excellent advice, financial advice. This room temperature water's hitting right now. But yeah. If you can't afford it twice, don't buy it once. Biological engineer. Yeah, but I'd rather be... What do you mean, anti? I'd rather be bothered every 12 years than every 12 days for some BS. If I made something like that, I'd add some mythological elements, like adding Thor or something. What are you talking about? What mythological elements? What do you mean? I learn things so easy, I can just do whatever I want, so I pick something I'm interested in that makes the most money. Fair enough. That's what everyone does, right? Just know what you're getting into before you get into it, is all I say. Anyway. Hello, Bassie. Yeah, I know. I like people, meeting new people, but I can only handle like 10 minutes of them at a time, you know what I mean? Because it gets to a point where it's like, oh, yeah. Social battery runs very quickly. I'm like the girl from Wednesday. The Wednesday's like the rainbow colored one, but except for I turned to Wednesday within like the 10 minutes after 10 minutes. If I made a comic or whatever you're doing, I'd add mythological elements like Thor's hammer in a room with treasure to small references. Yeah, I mean, I'm not the first to do what I'm doing. Well, kind of am, but you know, do whatever you want, I guess. Who's Prime? Prime is chapter 12. He is the integrant. He's right here as well. I was debating adding the blast thing right here. But he's the neon integrant. He's one of the outlier appearances compared to the others because his head is like see-through. The blue one with his fingers pointing with the neon sign. Aren't you reading the chapter? It's a quick chapter. It's literally the shortest chapter of them all. It's literally one scroll down. Mr. Guitar Pick. Yes, Dorito Head. Guitar Pick's a new one. Alright, should I? I'm just gonna color his hair just for the funsies. Anyway. Thank you. Thank you. Lore drops on what? What do you want to know? I tell you everything you want to know about the story, the everything. What do you want to know? Anything that's on this picture? Thank you, thank you. Came out better than I thought, even though this arm's not supposed to be that buff. And maybe it should be a little bit to the left, but it's good. I was doing that in my bed. Anyway, what else? What else? He's gonna do that, and the guy's gonna get... No, I'm gonna go back, because I'm gonna show his, like, his face of, like, you know what I mean? I'll do it in this panel right here. I'm not sure if I want to, like, rush this chapter or not. You know what I mean? Because I'm not sure if you deleted that thing with the color in of the people. But yeah, no one likes to backtrack here. Anything? Well, the lore? What do you want to know? Just ask any. Numen's Law. If you just ask a question, I'll answer it. There's too much going on in my head to answer a single, because I don't want to go down a... That's just my timer. I'm going to set another one. Yeah, you finished it quickly, I bet. Yeah, it's pretty quick, but it's a slow-paced one, although it's pretty quick. Yeah, it's the timer. Not yet. It's going pretty well in terms of my patience. You guys aren't annoying me. If Overthrown was still here. I have many reasons for live streaming. One, it gets me to do something productive. Two, you know, I feel productive doing it. That's probably the same as one. And you know, I don't know, man. I honestly don't even remember anymore. It's like sometimes it's a good thing to do and sometimes it's not. Melon sandbox and continue the war I was doing in the game. Whatever that is, have fun. What is the big moment that changed the history of Numen's Law? Who and why? I can tell you the planet itself. Because Kix isn't here. Kix is chill. Kix can be chill. Should still be in the Gmail. You finished it and sent it to me? Because I couldn't find that file myself of the black and white version. I must have accidentally deleted it. Not that I care too much. Have fun with your melon sandbox. But, just think of the planet Kepler. No, Kix is just going through a phase. I think I'm shaping his brain. Anyway. It better be. Yeah, I hope so. I would not want you to redo. I hate backtracking myself, so I would not want you to redo that. Anyways, the planet, there's a lot of things happening all at once. I think I laid too strong of a negative influence on Kix. Anyways. He is? What are you doing? You're sir. Anyway, nothing nonetheless. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the planet. There's a lot of things happening at the planet at once. So the planet Kepler has a strong, because Numen visited so far is what I have in my head before. I think this might be the final reason, might be the other reason. But yeah, so Numen usually visits every planet once. And he happens to visit the planet again. Maybe by mistake, maybe not. I'm thinking of the reason that it was Gargro's fault, but Gargro got banished to the planet as punishment type thing. And Gargro is this guy right here. We know of him. I whip him out like once a month. I found it. but it's not colored in. Anyways, yeah. But either way, Numen, for the fact that Numen appears in this planet, just his presence alone causes the star to reappear. And it creates an astral rift that covers the planet. Well, an astral flare. And it kind of disrupts the magical balance on the planet, pretty much. And what when I mean when I say astral, it's just like godlike magical power or universe power. That could be karma, that could be anything random and magical, pretty much. It gives me a flexibility on what I can do, which is anything. So, yeah. So there's astral rifts occurring through the planet. So that means occasionally something will crawl through these portals that a tear in time and space they can crawl through, and it'll close up and they get stuck on the planet. So it's attracting different species to the planet because it's magical output. So it's like, it's like you or a regular person seeing like gold through a portal. They're gonna want to crawl through it, but it's like some get stuck, some of the rifts close on them and they're stuck here forever. So there's a lot of one-off creatures and not the main things. And it caused some of the creatures to become deformed, a few in their species. They're called the inverted. I gotta spill on those more often, but I gotta show them more often as well. But how did I draw his neck? I don't even know how to draw anymore. Anyway, he's probably wider though. And he's probably looking up like this. Mad. But there's a lot of BS happening on the planet. And the integrants, when they spawned, what am I even talking about? So this eventually gets turned to digital. So all this stuff you see gets turned to digital. I do have a website. It's right here if you want to check all my digital stuff. Or the best of the best. Most of it anyway. But, sometimes I don't like looking at the glowing screen all the time. You know what I mean? It's bad for my psyche. Whatever that means. I want him to look more mad, but I don't know why I gave him the Sasuke haircut. Random kicks punk bunny beef's funny. What you doing? Hello, G-Man. Let us see your face. You're not doing no. Even though my hair is looking glorious today. If you want to see my face, you can see the recent video I posted to my BS account, the Flames 401 account. I literally just posted myself right before I went live anyway. It's literally me just making ramen noodles, but yeah. I don't even know how his face is gonna look, but he's like... It's like I forgot how to draw a neck or something. Crimson Chin. Crimson Chin. Dun, dun, dun. Where did Anti go? Anyway. I found it. Crimson Chin. So what are you guys up to today? What's new in your book? Oh no, he dipped. I'm gonna learn the stock market. That's what I'm gonna learn. And I got some power plays. So don't worry. I'm gonna master that as well as Chinese. And then I'm gonna master the Chinese exchange. Predator Badlands. Is that a show? I've seen something on it. People keep saying, watch this show, watch this. I don't have time. And if I do, I feel like I'm wasting part of my life dedicating myself to a show. I wish I had that carefreeness, but not now. What should you do on your birthday? Absolutely nothing. That's what I do. There's nothing better than nothing. I'm gonna be real with you. Just having a day of nothing is beautiful, honestly. You know, I couldn't imagine a nothing typos. There's nothing better than a nothing. That's fire. That's fire for you, Anti. And if they want the rest, they gotta do the Kickstarter, baby. Is this a hot take? Honestly, it depends on your nothing. My nothing is a good nothing. My nothing is just straight nothing, man. Nothing is good nothing. It's just sitting there and nothing. Some people need to be bored, you know. Some people need to let their mind wander. I was seeing things. It's like we've gotten smarter over time as humans. Not really. We just swapped a different type of intelligence. We lost an intelligence and gained another. You know what I mean? We lost all spiritual intelligence, all everything that makes us unique and type of sometimes logical intelligence right there. Any permission from you on something? Oh, is it in the DM? I'll check it after. My phone's away. But sure, you have my permission for whatever it is. I'm not allowed to do nothing. I always have to do something. Me too, I'm the same way. But you also need to recharge. Because you know what's... Why is it blurry? I have no idea. Fushigi! Anyway. I don't want to say it, dude. It's a surprise. Then why? My permission? Whatever. Anyway. You know, the most important times, especially when you're working out, is the rest days. That's just as important. The rest days. You need to recharge that brain. even for a moment. It's okay to like exercise, do a little quickie of something, but you know, yay. I'm chilling. I'm just trying to be productive for today in my drawing area. It's like this is like I'm gonna draw like a pie chart. Okay, so I gotta figure out how I balance my pie chart every day. I haven't done a pie chart in centuries. So it's like, oh, so today I dedicated this much to okay, Chinese learning. Chinese learning. Oh god, that's the other timer. Okay. Let's just say I donated and then I dedicated this much to money management learning stuff. Let's just say the stock market. That's my little secret side project. And right now, it's been the art. But a lot of today, I've just been laying in bed. And I'm getting pretty sleepy. And lately my nights have been ending early. But here is like, actually, no, this was social media. So I'll just say this portion's YouTube because I made a video just now and I edited it already and I posted it plus the live stream. So this is everything YouTube related. And now this, I see I didn't spend that much time on my art today. This is the 24-hour cycle, basically, this whole thing all the way around here. And I'm like, what the? I'm too young to die. It's, I'm gonna go out with a bang. This is a late live stream. Well, yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm chilling. Are you chilling? And this is if I stay awake, this black pipe chart. I mean, if I didn't have a job or whatever, and plus this new thing I'm learning, I have to be up at 9:30 on the weekdays. I have a new strategy I want to test out on the Roblox stocks. It's like I've been like looking at all the patterns, the reoccurring patterns. I want to see if I can get it correct. Anyway, so I'm gonna try and test it on the Roblox stock because that's what I was studying for the past morning. This morning, anyway. This is my to-do list for tomorrow. I should take a shower, but I don't want to ruin my hair. All right. Staying up the whole night. This is my alt account too. You guys found me here. So what is he gonna do after this part? He's gonna do something that's gonna kick off people like. Maybe he's gonna try and maybe I should do like a little fight scene between these two people. He's gonna try and smash him on the head or something. Or he's gonna try and punch him in the gut. He's like a bully, you know what I mean? Robux. They're gonna pay me in Robux. Yep. Alright, so maybe the hammer comes swinging like the hammer comes swinging. He's just gonna like punch him with the hammer, like jabbing it. What was I playing on Robux? I was playing the sniper game and I was playing the sword game the other day. Oh god. My problem is the way I draw it's like an animation in my head already, so I don't draw in manga panel types. I draw as like their animation frames. That's how I started. But this is swinging down, and it's gonna hit him in the gut with it. What's follow joins? Is that a potato? Yes. What's follow joins? It's curved because I want to emphasize its movement and warp it. You know what I mean? Like this is like a frame of movement, an in-between frame if this was an animation. Oh, no, I shouldn't. No one can join me. You cannot join me. You cannot join me. You ever heard of the theory never merge different friend groups together? You're not a part of a friend group of mine, but this would be a worse situation. I am not your sunshine. I am your nothing. Alright, remember, we're nothing here. Hey, it's blurry again. Anyway, where was I? So I'm going to draw where he hits him in the gut, kind of. Or am I being extra? I don't know. Let's figure that out. He's going to flip out and accidentally kill this dude, and that's what's going to get him, like, really caught up. You know what I mean? Well, it's the only game me and my friends, well, some of my friends will play because it's free. You know how that goes. If the game ain't free, it ain't for them, you know? Free if it ain't for me type thing. Maybe I should have his body curve in more and go down. Bam! Because his head's like getting yoked from that. You can have multiple friend groups. It's like over the course of the time you're gonna be into getting into different types of things that you're gonna like. You're gonna like different types of things that you know as another friend group doesn't like. So when you mesh with these new type of group of people, you're gonna realize that humor doesn't work on them, but it works on another set. Or you're gonna realize like, like certain inside jokes with this set of group doesn't work because there's no context there, and you're really feeling out like the new environment and the vibe, and you know what I mean. But yeah, you never want to mix two friend groups, especially if you're like, let's say you meet a you can have friends, well, acquaintances. Like your childhood friend group, maybe don't mix them with your basketball team type of friend group, you know what I mean? Or, you know, it's like, let's, or whatever, you know, let's say, like you never want to mix your, let's say you have a regular friends, but let's say you have another group of friends and they're just your art friends. You know what I mean? Your art friends, they're not gonna get the, or you have your original friend group doesn't like anime, but maybe one of them in the friend group does, but you have a whole new group with him and that they like anime, so they get the references and the jokes and everything, and they can do things in that relation. But yeah. Yeah, and so you gotta go out your house to have friends. I know it's hard. You gotta go out your house and have money to have friends. See, like my friend group, I'm the outlier in my main friend group, like the one that I play video games with and do occasional bowling with or whatever. I'm the outlier because I don't drink. I don't play the all the traditional games that they'll play. Like I don't like GTA, Call of Duty, or NBA game or like sports games in general, really. Maybe like FIFA's the only thing, but you know, and that's where I'm don't meddle or mix in. It depends on the activity. Why did I even start this topic? Can I leave the basement? No. But Kix is already in there, so I don't know how you got in there. I lost a friend group. They was weird. I was weird too, but they were just weird. They were weird, not in a good way. They were past the weird where it's unacceptable weird. Is that what you're saying, Anti? My art friends at school don't like me because I gave them critique once because it was a class requirement and now they hate me. I think you're over exaggerating. But also maybe they dislike you because maybe you're better than them. Anyway. Bam. I don't know where his hands is gonna go, but he just got nailed. I think if I draw it more curved and make the like the little flashy effects on it, it's gonna have more of a the attic. You can go in the attic. I don't think anyone's claimed the attic. Yeah. They're like weird, but not the cool kind of weird. They're the lame kind of weird. Like you can tell if they're the lame. They're like you like anime, yes, but you don't like anime in the way I like anime. So I don't think I like you. I'm like the RCDC, RDC type. Not like such a niche genre is crazy. I don't even know what that is. They're not cool weird. They're just unacceptably weird. I get this is the first drawing. This is actually a record low of drawing requests. A record low of drawing requests. I begin spam drawing requests. I don't get it. The ones that ask me like, "Oh, can you draw this immediately?" Like, what else you got going on? But can you draw this? I'm like, yo. Said, you know what? I don't care what you got going on, but I would like you to draw this. Draw Gojo is like the top one I hear. I'm like, I just ignore it. Honestly, I just ignore it. I gotta like, you guys gotta understand. You hear it 30,000 times a day. It itches all the pet peeves, and the only way to like mentally get by it is to just act like it doesn't exist. Draw a random boxer. The only way to mentally. And it's just. Oh. And it's a one-way street too. It's not like you get anything out of it. They'll unsubscribe, unfollow immediately after. Not that it's even worth it anyway, but bam. Like I got what I wanted. So I'm out of here. I'm chilling, boys. What are you guys up to other than Game Maker? I think I started a war. You didn't start a war. There's no wars here. I don't start wars. I've been waiting for like an artist beef though. I be starting things. Oh god. But I know it doesn't end well because I'm gonna win. I don't care about anything else. That's funny. End draw session. Bay on Joe Para. Who's that? You need to redesign him. Why? What's wrong with him? Why you need to redesign him? Didn't you make a whole thing of him already? I can't. My PC's not even on right now. I told you I'm having a chill live stream. He looks jacked right here and fit. He should be out of shape. My PC is not on. I do not want to look at any glowing screen right now. My phone's as far as we're getting, sadly. Sadly today, anyway. I should draw like his skinny spine. I need to look at back muscles. I'll do that later. Oh. Drawing session. Can you elaborate? It's fall. It's not. I'm not comprehending. Drawing session. Can I leave? I'm sleepy. You stay in the attic with the light on. Follow. What was his rules? My stickers are in my drawers. So when I get sad, I look at them. Why don't you use them? Take them out and use them. That's what they're for. If that's what you're talking about. Unless these are about the ones you made. But you gotta have it specially to stick it onto something, because once you stick it, you can't get it back. Well, you can, but you have to try to. A strict dress code. Well, if it's his company, he's boss. He doesn't really have to if he doesn't want to. It depends on the type of character. But I gotta draw his like. But you always should draw him in the uniform just in case, though, whatever the uniform is. Bam! Look at that shock blast right there. Hits him with the hammer. Bam! And he's smiling like a little rascal, but he's gonna die right here. Swung up in. Well, it's not a full swing. It's just a. Maybe this hand's also on it like this. Nah, he's big and strong. He doesn't need to do that. He only needs one just to get the full effect of strength. I wasted time today by watching YouTube all day besides this live stream. You should be doing something productive on this live stream. What are you doing? He draws a set amount of time. He draws monsters and junk with his cool art. Well, I usually have this timer, and then I go off of the hour, but when I'm in the mood, I'm in the zone. It's not good anymore. Alright, go to bed. What should this other hand be doing, though? Maybe it should be also like... Yeah, I just have both hands on it, like... Yeah, why not? Both hands is good. Two-handed, two-handed. Alright. I wish I could play music. Anyway. I'm gonna go under a pen name and everything to hide from you people and the fact that I could be doing. You never know. Well, I won't care. Oh, they're not running after you. That seems like extra. I wanted to do that myself. Just so I can make some art that no one knows who made it. I wanted to do that myself. Never show my face. Just make a whole new account. And just do whatever I want. But I'm going to be found out so fast. It does need a lot of planning and luck. They know what I sound like to a T. Kicks will find me so fast. Do you go to any art conventions? I went to something like where you're going walking in the dirt like type thing. There's a bunch of like people selling stuff. That's like the closest I got. I've been to a Comic-Con before. It's pretty lame. I want to do my own booth, but Comic-Con, yeah, was lame. But I seen some artists there. I didn't know any of them because there was no space to stay still, really. You just had to keep moving because I'm claustrophobic as heck in that area. I feel like I'm not really claustrophobic, but I get a feeling of like panic. Not really real panic, but like I just feel very uneasy and I stay away. Like, as someone who claims he hates people, being in a place smothered by them is not not the good. But next time I go to any type of convention, I want to have my own booth. But the goal is not to really have people join my stuff, but just for the experience alone. Like, if I can connect to one person, then I did what I wanted to do. Which, yeah, I'll check. Which short was it? Which account? Doo-doo. Old endings. Just to be mean. What? Yeah, booths are expensive. That's another thing. It's expensive to have your own booth venue, whatever. It's so dumb. You have to bring everything there. You're paying just to have a square to stand on. A tile or two. Get out of here, dude. Like, come on. We need to, like, what the heck, dude? You know what's crazy? I want people to imagine, what if Rave was in this situation? Like, the townspeople, like, hey, what are you? He'll, like, cause hell instantly and people would run and flee. AC, by the way. Air conditioner. Okay, I'll try to remember that. One Peak. What are you talking about? Don't start with me. Last thing I need is a delusional one in my stream. Actually, what are you talking about? Anyways. You are on a quest. I've been to yeah, it's fun. I've been to a booth where people are just giving like she was just doing a giveaway raffle things. It was fun. Yeah, I want to do a bunch of giveaways for stickers and stuff, or just a bunch of who wants to win one copy of my series. You don't know it, you might not want it, but you could win it. You could definitely win it. Oh, I should have kept the head I had. Guess I'll draw it again. Ugh. But Mom! I got loud for a second, but don't worry, I'm not waking up. Anyway. Oh, I had good too. That's annoying. The only person I would say my other account is after success. His honest reaction was meh. Honestly, you can't force me onto anyone. You cannot force me. I'm very niche, I understand. Unless I talk to you personally or like have a say to you, I am very niche. I understand that. But I'm just chill. I'm just chilling. I can get a little ADHD at times, but I'm just, you know, I'm not for the faint of, I'm not for the, I'm very niche. I'm in a small pocket that's going to eventually explode because it's built up with all this nonsense. But yeah. Who's Glitch Productions? $600? Yeah, that's crazy. Just freaking insane, to be honest. Should it be a wham or a bam? Or should it be a whoosh? It's not a slamming maneuver, it's a pound. I don't even know what to. Where's his body at? I should have drew that ahead of time. Whatever. Yeah, it's probably Wham's the closest. Yeah. With the game for the other account. Yeah. The worst thing an artist can do is force familiars to watch their content. It's not good. Never good. That's why my Instagram's terrible. And also why my main account on my TikTok, well, not my main account, my side account. Well, both actually. Do not have your fellow friends that aren't artists follow you. Actually, don't have any of your friends follow you on any of your accounts. It hinders your progression greatly. It's like terrible, honestly. It's like, what the heck? It's like the worst thing you could do. Like, they don't know they're hating, but just them not liking it is doing more damage. Them subscribing and not actually watching does heavy damage to anyone's account because they're gonna be the first ones seeing it because they interact with you daily. So it's gonna get sent out to them first as a test, and they're gonna be like, "Bleh," and then that's how you know. So if you, especially if you try and have a serious word out there, yeah, it's like the worst thing. And they'll be like, "Oh, I follow you on there." I was like, "Why? Stop. You're not doing me a favor." It's usually them to heat check you, really, but but anti, who am I gonna tag for your game? Like, well, let's say one of my videos does really well, or gets really popular. The thing about YouTube, you can have a video that's been sitting for a minute and it could just blow up randomly. Who are they gonna trace back to? How are they gonna know it's you? You know what I mean? They gotta know. They gotta know, you know. They gotta know. Well, as long as the link is there, we're good, I guess. But you're gonna have to get a whole. Just don't get lost in the sauce. Like I said before, I made a short, 17K views, a lot of likes and everything. Just recently. And I only got $2 from it. $2. $2. Everything you make is peak. Yeah. It's them being supportive, but also liking it. But even then, it's just like, you know, I'll never. I wish someone would have told me that mistake ahead of time. Like, never, then I'd be probably up on my Instagram post too. But whatever. Less things I gotta post on, I guess. Uh, but I'm telling you guys, so now you're learning. Oh, but I think the social media bubble's gonna pop. You know what I mean? I think the days of the social media influencer is gonna be very low. Bam. Gone or normal? What? Flame gore? What do you mean? I have one goal done, I guess. I miss my balloon. The fact that when I get into the art side of game things, Clippy speed paint it up. Yeah. Literal sauce. Yes, you're lost in the sauce. It scares me, but I love it. I'll make it high all by myself. What are you saying? Pick one. What do you mean? Gore or normal? Half and half. Are you a furry hater? I'm a furry or a furry lover. Why does it have to be one or the other? How about this? I give them no attention, and that's it. I have no feeling towards them. People treat things like the Anakin thing. You're either with me or against me. I'm like, oh, can I just not be anywhere? I'm just gonna draw a swing path. Yeah, we're gonna give it a wham. This is definitely a wham. I want to draw it coming from behind, though. It's definitely a wham city. Wham city. Wham! Why do I hate them? Huh? Hate's a strong word. Hate means you're applying energy to something. So don't hate. Lobster or crab? I don't know, crab. You know what I mean? Hate means you're applying energy, and we don't apply unnecessary energy. That's a waste. Especially if it has nothing to do with us. Now, if you want to hate something that actually deserves it, be my guest. Alright. I'm not a man of hate. I'm a man of... Well, I hate many things, but... You get that thang twangin', and I'm gonna get my bang bangin'. Anti knows the vibes before I do. The vibe. He sees the future. But yeah, this is a pretty good panel. Even though there's a lot of lost stuff going on that you don't see, because I don't even know what's going on. But wham! I want to draw the panel where he retaliates, but maybe I'll save that for tomorrow. Even though his hair is lighter than his skin, which is funny, but yeah. I'm gonna sit here now for 5. I'm gonna sit here now. You're gonna hang with me for 5 minutes. Cheers up. It's bottles up, babe. Bottles up, babe. What I set a 5-minute. No, it should be a 4-minute timer. Mm. We're gonna sit for 4 minutes. Are you ready? Flame, don't die. I'm dying. I'll die in about 2.5 years. My mom just texted me, "Do you want some peanuts?" The fuck? Alright. Anyways. I drank 3 monsters today. And why are you drinking 3 monsters? What are you staying up and being energized for? You're messing up, man. You're going down for the count. My dad drinks Monster too. Listen, don't start an unnecessary addiction that you. If you're gonna get an addiction, make sure it's a beneficial one. Like, okay, I'm gonna take one that gives me lots of caffeine. Why? Because I need to stay up and do something. You're doing a trade off, but you're not getting anything in return for it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm gonna drink coffee so I can get this and this amount of work done. But no, you're drinking coffee just to drink coffee. You need to lock in, sir. Hamster? No hamster. You said Ian 5 times already. You have 0 Ians left to say. Or maybe one more Ian out of you. Why? Because you know how I feel. No hamster, no hamburger, you're getting cooked. I don't drink it because it tastes good. I'm gonna get one now. I drink it because it tastes good. You drink that nasty ass shit. Anyways, let's look at the flame. Fire. Fire. Roar. Yes, we are the fire. Okay, I will talk about Clover. Please don't do that. We're done talking here. We have like 2 minutes. I accidentally made my main character look like a villain. Maybe that's a good thing. Yes, the fire. Don't be hating on my you put packets in your water. Yeah, so I've only done that like 5 to 7 times, if at that much. And it's usually to try something. I was given those. I didn't buy those. I didn't buy any of those. But yeah, I love lobsters. Why? Lobsters are ugly. That's why I said crab earlier. What's my favorite movie clip? That's a crazy question. That's a crazy question because I don't know the answer. My favorite movie clip? What's my favorite movie? Oh god. Wait a minute. I love Pirates of the Caribbean. How to Train a Dragon. Mm. I like when Hiccup from How to Train a Dragon, he goes off of Toothless and starts flying, and it has a nice theme song, and then he starts flying on his own. Or when he takes out his sword, his fire sword. Yeah, that's fire. No, I don't want peanuts. What's you guys' favorite movie clip? Mine's. I love Pirates of the Caribbean though. That was fire. I love when it came out the bottle. Deepwater Horizon with an oil rig blew up. I'm pretty sure I have a list somewhere. I'm gonna chew this bottle cap. Now I should stop chewing bottle caps. Uh, Men in Black. Oh yeah, the Men in Black's classic. Men in Black. I like Toy Story 3 when they're going in the incinerator and it's sad as hell.